Wife cheated on me with a military guy. I've had suspicions my wife was cheating on me, but I couldn't prove it. One day I got a call from this woman, Karen, not real names, telling me her military husband, Sean, was having an affair with my wife, Dora. We met at a Starbucks coffee shop and she had printed out all the texts, pictures, and highlighting the major points. I went home and cried, but I promised to not say anything until that following Friday and promised to come to her house early that Friday. I picked up Karen, took her to a clinic. To my surprise, she got an ABA***, 4th-month boy. Took her home. Karen got her 2 little girls and 3 suitcases in my car and off to an airport hotel where Sean and Dora got a room. Karen asked me which car was my wife's and I pointed to it. Karen wrote "Foo***, unhappy you" on the autographed baseball card and put it under the passenger wiper blade. She got in Sean's Mustang and I followed her to the airport parking building. I helped her with the children. Karen told me to keep the 2 really heavy suitcases. I helped her into the lobby. We said goodbye. I drove past the hotel on the way home and Dora's car was still there. I went home. Curious about what was in the 2 suitcases, got home, figured I had time to look. Thousands of baseball cards from the 1940s to mostly 70s. First edition Years Men comic books. Really terrible porn DVDs, dumped them. An old Rolex pocket watch. I immediately hid everything in the attic. Karen sent copies of texts to all the husbands of wives Sean was screwing to include other military people in his unit. Dora got home with our children. I could tell she expected something. She didn't say much of anything. I didn't say a word. I told her I loved her and missed her, that she was the greatest mom to the kids. Dora would ask me probing questions for weeks and wonder why I wouldn't touch her or even kiss her. I slowly shipped the baseball cards and comic books to my sister to sell, which turned into really big money. I got the Rolex serviced, cleaned, and I have it on me sometimes. Dora was shocked that it was a genuine antique Rolex and asked where I got it. I said it was payment for an important favor, IDK, if she knows Sean was missing it. I sleep on the couch, never touch Dora, and I kind of know she knows why. We don't talk. About a year later I told Dora that a friend of mine, Karen, had a baby. Karen calls me at work sometimes. Dora hurried up and went into her bedroom and closed the door. She probably called Sean. When Dora came out, I told her that I was surprised because she had an ABA*** last year, a boy. Karen got an ABA** because her ex-husband was cheating on her. I think out tidbits of stuff to tell her that tortures her. I believe she still sees Sean, but I got over it and her cheating body. Since then, we keep separate bank accounts. She has to pay half the mortgage and she isn't named on any insurance policies. When the kids get old enough, I'm out. Comments. 1. Dude, you don't talk or sleep together or have a marriage. What sort of example are you showing your kids? Once you do leave and show them what a happy, confident guy you are, how are they going to feel? Just divorce her and move on. OP, I do talk to her about stuff. I find it hard to talk to her about a lot of subjects. We have to talk about the children, finances. Other than that, nothing more. Someone asked who was the autographed baseball card Karen destroyed writing "Foo*** on. I watched her writing it on the card, but I just noticed it was signed. I'm not a baseball fan. 2. Yep. People can say what they want, but I respect staying for the kids as long as you don't create a toxic environment for them. Every situation is different obviously. Seems like OP is just biting the bullet for them. 3. For sure, it looks like he isn't burning with rage on the inside. So he's just going to do what he does. Live his life. 4. I don't think so. Once again, every situation is different and everyone has their beliefs. Personally, I believe my role as a parent is to ensure my children have the best possible opportunities to succeed in life. If that means I have to struggle, then so be it. Now, if that struggle is detrimental to my health, that's different. To each their own though, we all have our limits. Edit. Although the kids may not be happy knowing that one parent struggled and decided to sacrifice leaving a cheating partner to go find a better life, I think they'll appreciate the sacrifice. And I also think it'll help them realize they need to be a bit cynical when it comes to relationships. I think we all want to see the best in people. Unfortunately, some people take advantage of that. Anyways, I just realized I didn't answer your question, my bad. 5. It's his revenge. Sometimes being more toxic is the only way to survive in a toxic relationship. Sean knows he has his valuables, and Dora knows he knows about her affair. She also knows with Sean Cash Disposables that he has a secret backdoor in divorce. 6. Like someone else posted here, you need to alert his chain of command. Things will be needed like name first and last the evidence you have. 7. Good for you. I would like to suggest speaking to an attorney and inquire on a legal separation, because the longer you two are technically married and living together, entitles her to a greater % of your retirement and 401k and spousal support. Also creating a trust for your children, because in the event your policies would be needed, let's hope not but we never know, if they are minors then wouldn't she have access to the funds? I am surprised that this serviceman has not gotten in trouble with the military for his bad behavior. 8. Call his commander. The UCMJ does prosecute for adultery. If not, his commander can issue a do not contact order for any of these women. 9. When I was a kid, my parents had similar problems. I wanted them to get divorced, but they didn't. I wanted them to. Last Christmas we talked and they were surprised at how much I remember and know. Kids are smart, they always know. My best friend has the same problem. But in his case his parents divorced and he wanted them to stay together. Whatever you do, you're going to upset your kids, but that's good, they'll get stronger. You can't protect them from life. 10. Brother, I understand the battle you face. You will lose in court. You know that. We know it. Just bide your time. Stay neutral and cordial with your bad wife. Be the most exemplary father. Maintain your home and your children. Keep all the receipts. All of them. Buy a pack of tissues. Keep it. Buy groceries. Save it. Send them all to your lawyer's office to keep for when you're ready to fight the judges. Print out all the receipts for your wife's hotel trips. The gas she bought to drive to her nights of romance, all of it. That was family money for your kids that she used for her affair. Keep it all, never raise your voice to not worth it. Be very sensible every day. Don't slip up. Take trips and enjoy your manly desires away from home. That way she can't prove you did anything. Always expect her to have a private investigator following you around. Play it safe, bro. I respect the long road ahead of you. Ignore all those people who tell you you are hurting the kids. You can be a good father and not be toxic to your wife. It's totally possible. It's called self-control and you are capable. 11. Wow, how many OBSers give the other OBS a treasure trove? Hats off to Karen. But really, divorce is separate and move on. Just how far into the future will the kids be old enough? IT doesn't get easier for them the older they get. The kids know something is up when there is no affection between mom and dad, with them not sleeping together when they did before. Not good for the kids and is not healthy modeling on teaching relationship skills. Once they come to knowledge, they will see you tolerated infidelity. If your wife was remorseful and trying to win you back, perhaps a different story. Okay, here's a part 1 didn't add in the original story. A while after all this happened, Thanksgiving time, one of Dora's friends suggested the watch belonged to her friend and that I should give it back, and that if I had any baseball cards, they should also be returned. I lied about having any cards, said I forgot the watch at work, and if there was a reward to return it. The reward part was also a lie. The next working day I sent the Rolex FedEx to my sister's house. A few days later Dora told me her friend's friend was willing to put up $10,000. I told Dora the watch belongs to me until I decided to sell it for the maximum I can get for it. Case closed. Dora started crying and yelling that I stole it. I couldn't wait to tell Karen. When she called, we had a good laugh. I shouldn't have, but I slept with Dora a few times just to hang out. I've went to eBay and Amazon to look for cheapo pocket watches that look similar, just to see what happens. Never bought one. 12. You haven't touched it since the day you left Karen at the airport. It seems fantastic to me, how you are killing her, little by little. She must know that you know her other life. I imagine that you are still indifferent to her. And you, have you had a woman during this time? You have vast willpower and character. How important it is that you value and respect yourself. That makes you a great man.